Hi everyone, this is Loomer 979. This is one of several matches I played recently against Malex, McBlat, and DoctorEurope, who are both really good players from the forums, so that'd be fun to record some of them and put them up. I'll start off here with a massive fail against DoctorEurope. I like this blend group here because it kind of covers both alleyways he might come through towards the center of the map, so, here he is, and fail. I just didn't expect him to cut through the middle of the blend group, so I went out to meet him outside the group and didn't have a lock, and it just kind of didn't work out, so oh well. Next up is Malex, who's going to see DoctorEurope in this group and kind of spaz out trying to stun him, but sadly for him, it's me that's trying to kill him, so, I'll take what I can get against the good players. I'll just kind of wait around for the next contract. Next is going to be this blacksmith who disconnects. He had been playing some games with us earlier, but I think he had some sour grapes against losing to Malex, and even sent him some hate mail after he disconnected, so that was kind of funny. We'll go after this Heliquin next, and this fat-ass mercenary is going to block my line of sight to get a lock on her, but I'll just run up and try to get her, but she gets killed. I think this Barber's after me, so I'm going to throw a smoke bomb, but as it turns out, it's actually Malex who's going to roof me as I run away from the Barber, and so... oh well. Against players that play kind of defensively, that kind of actively look for their pursuers, there's a few things you can do, because, diagonally fast walking up to them is just going to get you punched in the face, obviously. You can roof them, which is what Malex seems to favor against me. You can kind of hide in a blend group and hope for them to kind of walk by, or you can take a moving blend group and try to get them. You can try to close the last distance by kind of running up to them. Lose your incognito, but at least you'll get the kill. And that's usually enough to surprise them enough where they can't mute or smoke bomb you. You can use an offensive mute, which is pretty good. You could shoot them from 10 yards away on the ground, and afterwards you can proceed to shoot yourself in the face for doing that. This guy up here, normally you should not run up to people on the roof. I only did it in this case because I thought he was coming over. I could just climb up and meet him, but as it turned out he kind of walked over to the side. But, it happens. The Malex is going to run by, he just stuns someone, and he's just bailing. It's kind of fun to watch. Just kind of walk around here, get this Harlequin who's just kind of walking around, stab him in the throat with this massive spear thing I have or whatever. Let's see. Wait for the next contract. This is Heliquin. Now I see Malex up here, who's going to roof me again, and so in cases like this, the first thing is you need to move away. And then usually I like to try to pull them over to where they'll kind of jump and try to kill you on the ground, and then smoke bomb and stun them instead. But he actually gets shot in the air, and I didn't even notice this, so I dropped the smoke bomb. I try to find him, but I don't see him, so I kind of freak out and run up to the roof to get away, but then then I noticed that he's been shot and he's dead, so that was kind of funny. The guy that shoots him has been he's one of those guys that's just been using the gun the entire game, even from 5 feet away. He's one of those players, which is kind of obnoxious. And I kind of blame Ubisoft for putting in that sniper challenge that, that Corzon just poisoned me, which kind of sucks. That sniper challenge that, has you get 5 gun kills in a game or some bullshit. For all these people that just run around and shoot people. Anyway, I should have noticed that Corzon with that very brief second I could have stunned her, but, instead she poisons me. So we'll come around here. And I'll get a second chance with the Corzon, who kind of very extremely obviously is after me up here. So I'll just punch her in the face. I think this Barber is after me because he comes running up, but it turns out it's obviously not him, and instead it's this Harlequin, so I'll try to surprise him when he's turned away. Stun him, knock him down the stairs, which is fun. And my target's here, so I'll kill him, and also send him rolling down the stairs. There's something kind of satisfying about watching that. So now I'll just kind of wander around, waiting for my contract, go to this blend group, or maybe not. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Don't do what I'm doing, it's very obvious. Okay, going up against Malex, it'd be kind of hard to make an approach without him noticing, I think, so I'm just gonna see if I can figure out who's after me, and that Harlequin is pretty suspicious, so I'm keeping my eye on him as I kind of come around this corner here. And you know, it seems pretty likely, but I can't really tell. I'll try to pull him off to the side here and see if he kind of follows after. And yes, so I'm going to throw a smoke bomb. I didn't actually catch him in the smoke, but I was still able to surprise him.
You have taken the lead.
You know, anyway. The thing about smoke bombs is your character actually throws them on the ground a little bit in front of them. So the smoke isn't actually evenly kind of dispersed around you. I thought that mercenary was after me, but he wasn't. So you actually have more smoke in front of you than you do behind you. It's not a huge difference, but like in that case, I just barely missed catching him in the smoke clouds. So it's kind of something that you can keep in mind. It's a lot easier to smoke people when you're facing them than it is when they're coming up behind you. So next we have this courtesan who just got stunned right over there in front of me. So we'll just take this blend group over to them. Go for an easy hidden kill. Really kind of nice. Get a nice streak bonus out of that too, which is pretty helpful for getting high scores, especially if you're kind of rocking a defensive, you know, smoke bomb mute type thing. You don't have poison. This priest is really obviously after me, so we'll just come over here and punch him.
Done.
Yeah. And my target was right there, but then Malex roosts me again from, I think, the exact same spot that he did the first time. So, it's kind of frustrating, but, you know, well played. There's not much you can do about roofers unless you catch them and you're able to kind of draw them off the roof. And I'm not saying Malex is a roofer. I'm not saying he's like the guy who stands on the roof all day. It's like, you know, those guys are annoying, but if you just see your target and you go up to the roof to get them, I think that's much more valid. It's a much more valid tactic than most of the people who stay on the roofs. So Malex, you know, I've lost a couple pursuers, so I'll try to kind of make my way over to Malex in this blend group, so it's not immediately obvious who I am. And you can kind of see he's kind of gravitating towards the center, as most people do. He's going to come through this chase breaker here, and I'm going to just really obviously break away from this group here and kind of try to go after him, but it's going to end in him punching me in the face because I kind of just run right in his smoke. So
You have been stunned.
yeah, I deserved that, so good job. And this courtesan, here's a pro tip. If you're going to go for a focused grounded kill, don't be greedy. If your target stands up, just go for the kill, because otherwise you're just going to be punched. Now, I actually don't clear my lock here because I forgot to, but it turns out that my target is the same person, so it doesn't matter. So I'm able to just go up and get it. You know, this Heliquin's going to get me, but yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. But if you lock onto someone and you stun them, remember to clear the lock. I usually don't lock on. I don't know why I did for the stun that time. Anyway, 2 minutes left. We'll go over to this smuggler here. Unfortunately, she gets shot by the guy who is apparently going for the sniper challenger, just loves using the gun. It's kind of obnoxious. So instead, we'll just hang out here, wait for the next contract, which turns out to be the smuggler again, so I get a second chance here. So we'll just kind of make our way over here. Let's see. It's pretty obvious which one she is, and it looks like I might be able to get her from where I am on the stairs here, but instead it looks like she's going for the lift. So I'll cut over here and head her off. And like I said, normally it's a really bad idea to follow people on the roof. You know, it's really hard to get any sort of incognito kill. It's really obvious who you are, but in this case I had an easy path to kind of meet her there, so I took that instead. And, you know, I got a silent out of it, so that's pretty good. I hear the whispers. I'm kind of looking for my pursuer. If I pay more attention, I notice those two executioners there, and a lot of warning bells would go off. And Malex is going to get a nice hidden kill out of this. I think I was too used to trying to look for the normal people who try to go for kills by, you know, kind of fast walking, or they're by themselves, and so I didn't really consider he'd be after me. So it's 40 seconds left. You know, I'm just a little bit behind, so let's see if I can go get this kill. That'd be really nice. It's not too far away, so I'll kind of just cut over here to this mercenary.
Remaining.
Wait, it's pretty obvious he just ran up in there, so he's definitely that guy. So we'll just kind of make our way over here. Should pretty comfortably. This is a pretty obvious approach, so I'll throw down a offensive mute just to be sure, so we can get this. And oh my god, he disconnects in the last 10 seconds. who does that? And this Harlequin's gonna, in my bewilderment, gonna run up and just like stab me in the face or the chest. But well, that's the end of the game. Second place, still pretty good. A little frustrated with the disconnect at the end, but the victory against Malex eludes me again. Didn't have too much interaction with Dr. Europe this game. I think this was his worst game, so Doctor, I'm sorry for putting this up. He does much better in the other games. I'll put some of those up too, but I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know. I'll put some more up.